Hello, everyone. I should send the tweet, shouldn't I?
Yep.
Here we go. Now the internet knows this is happening. I mean, technically part of the internet did, but like the part that actually comes and watches my videos does not know at the moment. So, hello. We're on my channel. It is Camp NaNoWriMo. If you have not been with me during an April before, I usually talk a big game during Camp Nano and then do absolutely freaking nothing.
I didn't even know it was Camp Nano.
Neither did I.
April and July. I think I actually usually miss the April one. I do better with the July one because the April one somehow sneaks up on me because I'm just like, wait, what? It's April?
Mm-hmm.
I need like the first 3 months of the year to get ready to go through the year. Anyways, I'm not doing NaNoWriMo hardcore this camp. I'm just going to try and keep working on my book on occasion when I find the time for it. So I figured a good way that would be to do writing sprints on my channel since I'm also doing BookTube beta and it is free content time. It requires no editing.
Pretend that I'm writing right now.
Well, there is no writing that's going on right now, so we're just introducing ourselves. Christine, since you said something, would you like to introduce yourself? And
Yes.
yeah?
Yes, I'm Christine. I am from the Ontario 401 west, headed towards London. I double booked myself tonight a little bit by accident, so I'm just getting back from training my dog. And I do have a writing project in mind that I want to start working on.
Is that the one I'm supposed to be reading?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
you need to
that one's...
You need to get on ass about that one because I keep forgetting.
Did I send it to you?
You did send it to me. I just was depressed.
Oh, you know what? In the beginning of the year, me also. So, Margaret, you and I will arrange like structured reading each other's book sessions.
At some point.
But for the meantime, it always happens to me that whenever there's any kind of Marvel content, I get in the mood to write like angsty gay fiction. So I think currently I'm feeling like hate to love treasure hunter.
Oh.
So that's where I'm at right now. Yeah.
Look who finally decided to join us.
Oh, hello.
Wow. Why do you have an eye patch?
Because I hurt my eye and it looks nasty. So we're
Wait.
Everyone.
How have I not hurt? Does Mom know?
No, it's a long story.
Okay, Merritt, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Merritt. I talk about nerdy crap on the internet. I never really know how to introduce myself with these things, but I'm usually on Margaret's channel more than my own. And that includes this month because I've missed one day and have yet to post a video today. So I'm actually going to be editing that for a little bit during this. But
I am processing right now.
Other than that, though, I will be working on what was my nano project this year.
Yeah.
Which is a zombie book.
Oh, yeah.
Politics. It's a fun time.
I hit 50,000 words and did not touch it again.
I didn't even get that far.
Mine's at about 70.
Well, I mean, you finished your book once you hit 50,000 words, right? That's all that needs to be done.
Yeah, it's ready to publish right then.
I actually did not finish the book. I didn't. It took me 3 more months to figure out what happened next, or 4 more months. So, hi, we're here.
I feel that. I went into my project without really having an ending in mind at all because I wanted it to be ambiguous. And then some guy on, oh my God, I still can't believe this story. Some guy on Tinder or Hinge, I don't remember which one, basically was like, oh, I know about philosophical zombies, and proceeded to tell me everything wrong about my understanding of it. And then I had to kind of go back and be like,
have you explained
he not
any of it to him?
All I had told him was that it was like, I gave him like a vague understanding of it. And he was like, oh, I took that in like school or whatever, and that's wrong. And I was like, I didn't really explain the whole purpose of the book or anything, but some of the points he made were valid, but it was still like really rude. Because I didn't even tell you what the book was about. I literally just mentioned a very, very dumbed down version of what philosophical zombies were.
What you have is a very eager boy, and I'm so sorry.
I stopped talking to them after that anyway, so it's fine.
I would.
All right. We're going to say hello to Anne Marie while my brother types very loudly on his keyboard.
I
can do
am.
that
Hi.
Marie.
Hi, Anne Marie. So glad to have
Call
you
the OP
here.
on me.
I'm sure Anne Marie will not rat you out at all, especially since we have proof that your eyes are on the road right now. So
Yeah,
clearly.
they are. I'm not even distracted
Yes.
or
Yes,
speeding.
okay.
I never speed.
We can't tell, so that's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm
Look.
definitely going the speed limit.
I'm pretty
Look,
sure
you
everyone's
have your GPS on there, and then there's faces on the GPS. That doesn't change the nature of it.
Yeah, you
Look
guys
at
are
that.
telling me the
AI.
directions, right? You're like,
Look at that, hands-free. Hands not even on the wheel. It's perfect. Your hands aren't anywhere.
okay, Officer Ben.
my mom calls me Mario Kart.
I refuse to drive with my parents at this point because
That's scary.
they make me feel insecure about my driving. So
My dad is a professional driver, so I don't like
Oh.
being in the car with him.
Fair.
Because it's immediate, like, you shouldn't do that. I'm just like, I'm sorry I don't drive an 18-wheeler. Please
yeah.
get out of my
No,
face.
My dad likes to like drag all of us about our driving, and yet the man has never used a blinker in his life. So
You know? I recently got a red light ticket, so
they should speed up and get in your way.
I'm just
I deserve to be dragged.
I have absolutely like taken my foot off the gas when I've seen people trying to merge on.
Yeah.
Absolutely done that. Because I'm like, God, it's or moved over when I can.
That's what you're
Yeah,
supposed
that's
to do.
just how you're
Yeah.
supposed to drive.
I'm
I've
from
also-
Massachusetts. We don't believe in other drivers.
Is that what atheism is?
Yeah.
Like there have been times when I'm like, there's no way for me to time this really well, so I'll hit the gas. But like only if I like we're almost neck and neck when they're starting to come on the ramp and there's still space. Like
Mhm.
I'm not one of those that sees someone trying to get on and I'm like, I'm gonna zoom up so you can't get over. I'm just like, really? Anyways, that's a very long way to say, BJ, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi.
Would you like to explain why you look like our namesake?
I have been trying to get into my D&D character, which
So you
includes
stabbed out
apparently
your eye.
having a ninja eyeball at the moment. I look like a brown-eyed Sasuke. It's great.
I am pretty sure Sasuke has brown eyes.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, there you go.
sorry.
Okay. Hi. Anyways, but I will save the viewers with weak stomachs from the view of blood with Pirate. Yo ho. Hey, you can find me over at the Anechoic Chamber. Frequent guests are talking way too long about science. And I have an Instagram and a Twitter that I don't use. So yeah, you can find me on Twitter at empty_mug_lensing. Because
Twitter?
I
That's
want more.
Instagram.
Instagram.
Twitter
okay.
is Ben Stort.
Yes, at Ben Stort, because what's better than just a boring old name?
I was very proud of you when I looked up the anechoic chamber to link it down in this video because I did that because I love you.
Mhm.
Um,
Wait, did we actually pop up?
well, I did have to put in Stortenbecker.
There we go. Yeah, okay. You do have to put in my name. It
Yeah,
turns out anechoic chambers are an interesting, like, just kind of feature where it's like it's the opposite of an echo chamber, basically. It's like pure no sound, and what is it? Usually used for like basically like testing instruments and stuff. Anyways, Yeah, so a lot of science people have done stuff, and turns out they're big and popular and all the things that we aren't.
Yeah. But I mean, you get 60 plus views on most of your videos at this point, so that's not bad. That's more than I get on most. I get
Yes,
on months I get 30,
That's more than what I get.
and that's with
Rob
a
is done.
3-hour video. Anyways, I was proud of you because I saw that you had a couple of videos where you actually got it down to an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, the next 2 that'll come out should be like an hour or so, hopefully. But yes, we're story crafting. I need to come up with more content, but story crafting. Probably talk about the Alcubierre Drive next. and then a
Listen, if
couple of
you're
new
going to
things
do a
and-
podcast, it needs to be no more than an hour, unless your name is Robert Evans.
That's not true. There are
I'll
plenty-
listen
would
to an
be
hour and a
longer.
half of him, but
Or
There
Duncan
are plenty of
Trussell.
like successful.
I have no
Well,
idea.
you can
what
do the formulaic bit, or you can do what you enjoy and do it until you're successful, or not because you're still enjoying it, so you'll still keep doing it.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
for you. I am going to need the rest of this story that you have texted me, by the way.
Yes, but yeah,
I'm just
no. So like,
saying.
we're gonna wrap up some quantum mechanicsy stuff, and then soon we're gonna talk about maybe the prospect of real life warp drive. So like, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what are you working on today?
I guess I could be doing
Writing
like,
sprint or productivity sprints, whatever works for you.
I wasn't sure if it was writing or reading today. Yeah, no. I can write. I've got. I gotta go through and edit a methods section on this paper that I want to publish. So I've written the paper before. Yeah. Basically, we're
No,
redoing
I'm
it
just
from a general
realizing
audience
that,
to a science specific.
Have you been published before?
Not yet, but give it 3 months or a year or
Published
never.
before I
But
am.
I potentially will be.
My little brother will be published before I even get a freaking agent. It's fine.
What
To
do
be
we consider
fair-
published?
It's academic, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not the same thing, Margaret.
Yeah.
I know.
It's
It's
hard boiled into the program. It's much easier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I'm-
literally it's set up that way.
But I will hold it over her for the rest of her life.
See, Christine. Like it doesn't matter. He's going to be a little brother about it.
Only because she brought it up.
Yeah, like you're making it so easy. Damn Capricorn.
Mm. Is that
I
what the
told
goats do?
someone I was a Capricorn on Twitter. I can't remember who it was, and they were like, "Oh my god, you make so much sense." Now.
You really do radiate Capricorn.
To be fair, that's how astrology works. Everyone radiates Capricorn.
Bitch, you hadn't even done astrology until I had you read your chart.
That is not true. Let me tell you, the number of girls who have been into astrology, this is like, whatever. All right, I'm a Cancer. Cool.
Oh, you're a Cancer?
I'm a
Yes.
Cancer.
I'm very interested to see your chart.
Yeah,
Like the
interesting.
whole chart, not
Interesting.
just like, oh, you're a Cancer. I want to see your chart.
I'm a Cancer moon. So like
Here.
we share some things and then definitely not others, probably.
I'm a
You-
Cancer
you
rising.
share- A June birthday. So I guess
Pardon?
all the best people. I said you share a June birthday, so I guess all the best people are born in June.
No, well, so like I'm Gemini, like sun, and then
Sun.
There you go.
Cancer moon, and then Scorpio rising. So I'm just like a hot mess.
Hey!
Everything you could ever want.
Basically, Christine, take that and flip it. I'm a
Oh my
Scorpio
God,
sun.
why?
Even more
Gemini
reason for us to
moon.
get
I don't
married.
remember my
Cancer
stuff.
rising.
Okay, listen,
How
I'm
do
making
you
a
know
trip down to
that?
Massachusetts.
What, Christine?
Because I've been regaled by our mother too many times about the fact of I've made her stay up early
I
in
mean,
the
if you want
morning.
me to go look up your birth certificate, we have about 14 copies of it and none of mine.
What? 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 What?
We went
Are you
looking
committing
for a
some
copy.
kind of fraud?
We were looking for my birth certificate, which I know we had at one point. It has disappeared.
That's okay. You don't need to be real.
Apparently, I'm just a figment of everyone's imagination.
My birth certificate
seems
doesn't
really
expire.
bad.
It's fine.
I mean, yeah. I don't think anyone's gonna try and deport me, so I think I'm good.
I mean, you can just get another one.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah, seems important.
I had to do that because my parents lost mine. So.
My mom doesn't lose anything, and then the minute she gives it to me, I lose it.
We have lived in the same house for 30 years. I don't know how they would lose it.
That's a good point.
Same. It was supposedly in our safe. Our house got robbed when I was in like 3rd grade. I'm wondering if it went with that.
Oh,
That'll be a fun time. My brother's social security number got stolen when we were growing up, so there is a high possibility that my birth certificate.
I have my social security
might
card
be
interesting.
somewhere.
Interesting.
All
Oh,
right.
goody.
I'm gonna get us prepped and ready to go for a round of sprints before everyone leaves because we are too chaotic. I knew this was
Margaret,
gonna
can you mute me?
Oh my
I
God,
am
so
going
much
to mute
Leo
you.
energy.
This is what we call
What?
content.
What?
There's so much Leo and Capricorn in this chart, dude.
Oof.
Wait, how many times is
In which
Capricorn in here?
chart?
4.
Oh my God, BJ, we both have the same amount of Capricorn in our chart.
God.
How are there? I thought there were only 4 signs that you got.
There's one for every planet, and then some
Oh,
for
no.
like,
Your moon, your rising, your
there's like moon rising, and then there's 2 comets in there. So
Hmm.
I've got let's see, what is it? It's Capricorn Sun, Aries Moon, Capricorn Rising. So I just was screwed from the beginning. I was always gonna be a nervous wreck that follows the rules and gets really anxious
Yes.
when people want to change things on her.
I also
definitely-
follow the rules. Hence, no distracted driving or speeding.
That's definitely
What are
not
rules?
why you're like that. It has nothing to do with your raising and the interactions with family and
well,
all of
It
that.
absolutely has to do with that too, but you know.
Absolutely nothing to do with that.
Listen, Ben. It's easier to blame it on the stars than it is to blame it on trauma.
I'm well aware.
Than it is to blame it on authoritarian parenting.
Oh, that was a good anime.
Authoritarian parenting?
Oh no, sorry. I'm just looking at Merit. Aquarius. Although it was Aquarion, but whatever. It had nothing to do with astrology. I really don't know why it was called Aquarion. And it's like, robot, you're named this now. It's like, this makes no sense.
you got some Scorpio in here,
Yeah.
but it's in your Pluto. That's not a good place to have it.
One of these days, someone will have to pretend to tell me what any of these what the different planets like.
Now I feel like I need to have Merritt look up mine.
Merritt, do you have CoStar?
This should be what the
No,
20
because I
minutes
don't have
is.
iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think I can get it on Android now. Actually, I have an iPad. I can get it now.
Yes. Okay, let's add each other.
Okay, send me things later. Let this start. We'll talk
Let's
about
let
this
this
again
start.
after.
We'll talk about it. Okay. All right. So we are speaking of me being a rule following Capricorn. We are 1 minute away from 8:20, and so therefore I have to wait until we get.
Do you know that I'm 1 minute away from being?
That's not rule
too,
following.
So like,
That's just like OCD levels of number.
Okay.
Numerology.
It is not OCD because I could do it if I didn't want to, if I wanted to.
And yet here we are waiting until 8:20.
okay, well, none of that is what OCD is, anyways.
I was gonna say
No, but
like
it's fine.
no, we don't stigmatize mental illness on this channel. Come on, be 8:20.
Aim home.
Yay!
literally said-
We talked just long enough for Christine to get home.
Yes.
So
You got
you'll
like
be able
30
to
seconds,
get doggy settled and all of that stuff.
And feed her. Yeah. Oh, you're so wet, Kippy.
All right, we are starting. 3, 2,
Gross.
1. Mute your mics. That was the wrong button. Anyways, it's fine. Welcome back, everyone.
Bing.
Hey,
Hello.
Hello. We have some new friends. Rebecca from Rebecca Conroy from the Tea Hags channel has joined us. She is one half of a very dynamic duo. Jessica Williamson has joined us. I want to say Jessica's channel name is the same as her name, but I might be wrong. Jessica, correct me if I am. And then Max from Twitter. I don't
Did we
think
scare
Max,
you, Max?
yeah, I don't think Max has a YouTube channel at this point that they actually use. So, anyways, to answer your question, Rebecca, there are two things that it could have been at that point in time. It could have either been me being frustrated with PayPal because it was taking so freaking long, or it could have been me as I was reading the beginning of chapter 1 of my novel that I'm going to start working on again. And the first couple paragraphs are rough. Once you get into it, I'm actually impressed with some of my writing, but the first couple paragraphs are choices were made. All right, good for you, Jessica, for working on your project. Yes, there we go. Yes, my name is my channel. I was right about that. All right, good for you for pulling up your project instead.
nice.
Anyways, how did everyone else do? I got halfway through chapter 1 rereading. I have to reread everything before I can move on. No idea what's happened.
I posted a picture of my dog.
I made a co-star account and was analyzing stuff. So
Oh my God.
I got
nothing.
through maybe half of the methods section, so there's still just like 3/4 of it
Nice.
left.
I'm going to grab my timer real fast because I did find a fundamental flaw in my logic today.
I did actually go downstairs to pick something up, though. It's the hand that I made last night.
Ooh.
So this is part of my hand that I molded.
That's not the whole hand?
So no, it's just like
No.
here.
Yeah, I know.
But I screwed up the mold that I did the first time because I used too hot water and it set before I could even get it on my arm.
Ooh.
The second one fell apart. So this was the third attempt and I finally got it to work. So now I need to go buy more alginate so I can mold my entire arm.
Your entire arm.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm making
That
a box and I'm just going to shove my arm in up to here.
That
And
is
just sit there for like 10 minutes.
Cool.
Don't remind me, Anne Marie. I haven't started my April spreads yet, and we're on. It's April 7th.
Do you guys want to see my dog?
Hold on. Let me.
Hey, who
Oh no,
doesn't
wait.
wanna see the doggo?
I was gonna say I'll screw. I'll.
Oh
I'm
no.
sorry, what?
She's so much prettier than everybody else.
Well, yes, because she
Hey,
is
now.
a golden retriever.
So cute.
I know. Her name is
Yes.
perfect.
I was gonna share it, but
Do that. Do that. It's
My-
better quality that way. I just want everyone to know that like my dog is prettier than their dog. My dog is prettier than them.
Remind me at the end, and we will do that. That will be everyone's reward for participating in writing sprints. I just don't want to undo my setup because then it's a little bit of to reset it.
It's okay. Everybody knows.
Christina's judging me. Anyways, so I realized.
No, I'm not. I zoned out. I'll be real.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I realized that I cannot see the timer as I am working if I'm working on my computer.
Mm.
Happens.
Hence
I
why
like always split my screen, so that's how usually I keep track of it.
my laptop is very small.
As is mine. I'm just, dumb.
Scale, but you can scale it so it's like 3/4 is the thing you're working on, and just like a little sliver.
Yeah, just so you can see the time.
Okay, geniuses. All right.
This is the consequence of being the host.
Also, hey Max.
Let me figure that out, and I'll send that to you, Mary.
Yay.
Anyway,
Responding out loud to your private chat.
I just didn't want to interrupt.
that's fine.
Because I
No
think
one has to be
it's
good
like
at
Christine with a metal arm, but I think there's something more specific to that.
Listen, this one,
Anyone has to be good at this is my sister.
this one, is that?
Which
Nope,
one?
I don't want it to be Merritt. That one, diagonal from me, right?
That's still Merritt.
Right?
That's still
Yeah,
Merritt.
right
That's
there.
still
Merritt's
Merritt.
pointing at
That's
us,
Christine.
teasing me with what promises to be a salacious story.
Fallacious.
Salacious.
That's a choice.
Oh, it's-
I get to schedule my vaccine appointment tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
It's taken forever to get even that far of like a notification of like you get to schedule it now.
He says it's a long drawn out story, Max. Because he hurt his eyes.
It's a
He's just-
whole thing.
He's just channeling our ancestor, the great Sturtenberg, who we are.
Klaus Stortebecker.
But they don't think
What?
it was the guy that you that we grew up thinking it was is not who it actually
no.
like. It's suspected it was him at one point, but they've ruled that out at this point, so they have no idea who he was at this point.
Wait,
Long story
what?
short, there was a famous German pirate that we get our last name from.
My last
But
name
not
is also
Klaus.
German.
How many times do I hear this story?
I think this is maybe the third time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Maybe I should do that for
Interesting.
BookTube beta pit thing.
You know what?
Yeah.
Anything with the video at this point is worth it for BookTube beta.
That's
What
funny.
a mood.
How could you forget about the pirate thing, Max? It's the most defining trait that I have, is I'm descended from a pirate, supposedly.
That's your most defining trait.
Clearly, yes.
Yes,
the most prescient, the
obviously.
most relevant thing for any of our videos is that it's pirate themed every time.
Yeah, every time, right? What is it
Every
about?
time.
Books, Batman, and being a pirate.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was being
Oh.
All right. Oh,
Hey, we're friends on CoStar now.
Hey.
yay!
Yeah,
that
you
like
can
the
see
lowest
our
cryptocurrency
charts
or what?
reversed.
CoStar is
I-
like it's
I
like a
appreciate it,
horoscope social media.
Yeah, you don't. How do you not know what CoStar is, BJ?
It's
Do you
not
have
that
an iPhone?
famous.
'Cause a
I
lot
don't
of people
even
who
have a
Androids
CoStar and I
don't
know what it is. Anyways,
CoStar commercial group? What? I
astrology.
see real
yeah.
estate.
I mean, anyway, if anybody wants to actually
Ah.
know about their chart, just let me know. I can tell you. I had a very big phase in like high school, so I learned a lot.
So apparently, you and I are supposed to connect by holding eye contact for as long as possible.
I don't know if that works through the internet.
I mean,
Can you even
everyone's
see my
looking
eyes
at you
right
all
now?
the time.
Knock yourself out, Merritt.
Your eyeballs not get burned.
Wait, what? Max, when did I let you read any of my stuff? I have no memory of this. What did I
tell you guys if
story to you?
anybody who you know
Is that
could
your
possibly
Twilight
be a
fanfic or
soulmate?
what?
Not that I would believe in it, but I could tell you.
Soulmates do not exist. They are
I
a
know.
myth created by the Christian right wing.
Merritt,
Agreed.
this says to me, you want freedom and they can be possessive.
Me. I have 5 Scorpio placements. Okay? My chart
Okay.
basically just went, oh, this one's jealous, and I'm over here like, I don't give a shit.
I literally think I have everything. I think I have like one of every.
I
Okay.
don't. I've got like 3 empties, so.
How about? Oh, that's right. I remember we read things aloud. Yeah, I blocked that out of my memory because I was reading things aloud in front of I think one of my favorite writers. Was I not? I don't know. Anyways, we're starting more sprints because
Really?
Darby's spotty. 3, 2, 1. Mute your mics.
Mhm.
We're back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay. Huh.
I'm gonna wind up sending all of you your charts in a group chat, just so you know.
I know my chart.
I know you know yours, but
So, for those who are not privy to our private chat that you have in StreamYard, in case you know things go wrong,
Everyone
the
but
dog
us.
has an issue, any of that stuff. We've definitely had things be like, "Hey, we need it," and I'll be back. I was telling everyone that the first thing I told everyone was that my cinnamon roll did not have enough icing, but I would like to report I found the icing.
Well, thank God.
Yes, it's all at the bottom. So,
oh god, I
finished-
now remember. I was gonna say, I now remember why I deleted CoStar the first time. It's because I hate seeing the stupid notification that's like, trouble with routine. Yeah, no shit, we're in quarantine.
It says every single day.
Every day.
Every single day it says trouble with social life. I'm like, yeah, I'm diagnosed with that. I know.
okay, so let's see. Those of you that are in the chat, you can let me know how you did. Excuse me. Carrie joined us. She is reading today rather than reading, and has cats. I just feel like everyone should know that Carrie has cats. They're there in the profile picture.
Thank God.
Max has moved on to dinner and chili pasta. Chili pasta is dinner today. Yes, Max. What had happened was the cinnamon roll was not as tight as mini cinnamon's rolls were, so the icing had kind of slipped into it instead of going all over it. So, anyways, how did y'all do? Dang it! What did I do?
I looked at the picture of my dog that I posted last time.
So no writing.
No, none at all. I didn't even open the document.
I looked up your natal chart, so.
Yeah, I was.
Made it.
It's what Merritt did. Like look up everyone's natal charts.
Sending
Nice.
them all to you guys right now.
I have no
I made it
idea
through another, like,
what
5
most of
sentences.
that meant.
I can explain anything you'd like.
The only thing I understood was generational trauma.
Yeah.
I don't know where we would have found that in our
Basically,
family.
It
But
doesn't
okay.
necessarily mean your direct line, right?
Yeah.
Because like some people believe like generational trauma, like or like rebirthing or whatever, can be that whatever your past life was, if you believe in that sort of thing. And some people believe that you could have subsequent lives. So like your past life could be after you, and you don't know that. It's interesting. It's a cool thing to look into, but you
I think
have a very interesting chart.
I like to think that in my past life I was some kind of sea witch.
Now I'm very interested in what my
Nice.
sister's chart is like.
I posted them all. I gave you guys mine as well, just so you can
cool.
see it. Not that I think that you'll know what to do with that information, but I
Mhm.
put all
Yeah.
3 of ours in there. And
For those that are
Margaret's
wondering,
in the middle.
apparently I have a lot of empty houses in my chart, which
place where you're
to which
devoid
I
of a soul.
responded. Yeah, I was like, to which I responded, well, I feel empty inside anyway, so it makes sense.
Your chart is quite literally everything is on the left. Like you can almost directly cut it in the middle,
Republicans
and
hate
it's all
her.
just here.
Oh no.
That actually explains the giant turn that I took in my 20s, guys.
Wait, now I don't think I have any empties. I need to look now.
If you give me your actual birthday, I can look up like this image for you and drop it in there. Because
Yeah,
I
I'll
hate
do
the way
that.
CoStar does it.
Okay.
But it's interesting.
Anyways, we're going to go in just a minute. We'll go in 20 because we can. But All right, BJ, did you get anything done?
Yeah, I got about. I swapped
Besides-
the order of a couple things. I like three sentences in to the next paragraph, so much less progress than last time, but also like actual work this time.
Yeah, that's what happens. I think I got to the end of chapter 2. It was some of it is good and some of it I'm like, we are walking a very fine line between the love interest being outright misogynistic and him just disliking her because he thinks that she is silly.
This
and
is what
spoiled.
you're writing?
Yes, mostly it's that he thinks she is spoiled.
My sister is writing a misogynistic character. How interesting.
Well, I'm trying not to. That's the problem. Like, I think we maybe leaned a little too hard into that.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
This means nothing to me. Oh, I guess that does look kind of empty compared to everyone else's.
So you actually have so here's the thing about houses. The way that they work is if you look around the outer ring of your chart, right? There's little lines that pop up that are connected to the numbers in the middle circle. Those indicate where your houses start. If you skip a sign completely, it means that sign does not have a house. It's basic. It's intersected.
And none of mine
I
do.
can't decipher this at all.
Yeah, it's very strange. I'd have to quite literally point at things to explain it. It's math. It's very weird.
What I want to know is I want to know the scientific explanation for why people who are born at the same time in the same place can have so many similar traits. Like, why is it that you can sit down and you can say a Capricorn has these traits and it's right so often? That's what I need to know. We need to do experiments.
Psychology. It's the fact that astrology generally describes everything in positive terms, so it's more agreeable. So
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
It really says terrible things about me every day.
Yeah. If you're looking at
horoscopes.
If you're looking at generic horoscopes, it's probably going to be oh, it's whatever. But if you actually look into any of this stuff, most of it is actually super depressing and very brutal. The second you get past the surface level, it's just hey, I'm going to call you an absolute asshole at any chance I can.
you are going to tell me that I am an absolute disaster.
Oh, you're going to sound like my dad.
The fault of when I was born.
I can tell you right now that Christine really likes to investigate other people's private lives.
If you have any kind of drama for me, if you're you really can't tell someone, I'm tell me now. Literally, if you give me any kind of, you could be want to hear about this bitch? And I'll be yeah. I don't even, if I'm not even invested, I don't want to do anything about it. I don't want to take any social action. I just want to hear.
I mean, real
it's
quick.
What I watch Dr. Phil.
I just want to be in the loop. I want to know these things.
Merritt, are you going to say you don't like being like that, or are we 4 for 4 on anyone looking for tea?
Oh, I love that.
There it is. We're 4 for 4 on signs for tea. That seems like a generic thing.
Again,
I mean, I love Dr. Phil all day, but just because I like making fun of weird people.
Okay. All right. So
let's
save the rest of this scintillating conversation for later. Let's do more sprints. So 3, 2, 1, go. Mute your mics, by the way.
Gotta find my mouse.
No.
And we are back. How did
Interrupt a song I like.
What?
I was interrupted by a song. You
By a
interrupted my
song?
song.
Okay.
Oh, Matt,
All right.
you'll survive. I
Anyways,
promise.
hi Sarah. You came right at the end. Anyway, Merritt would like us to acknowledge the fact that they're looking into people's lives, their birth date. Why were we asking if they like?
She's actually just collecting our number to like hack our social security or something. She's just like, yeah, tell me your birthday. It's for astrology.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, the most.
The weirdest I have ever read on my chart was when I was reading like one of their write-ups, and it said your favorite number may be the number 8. Guess what my favorite number is?
7.
I have a favorite number. It's the number
Nine.
8. Don't ask me why, but it always has been like my favorite number or my lucky number.
There's like
Don't ask me why.
9 numbers, you know?
What?
There's like Noah's favorite number is going to be like 176. It's like 1 through
If there was
10
a reason
maybe.
for it to be 176.
To be fair, that's most people are gonna have low integers as their favorite number.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like mine's 7.
Ben,
I'm
what's
just
yours?
saying it's weird
I
that
don't
it
have
ain't.
one.
Yours would be
See?
176. You'd be like, my favorite number is 2,304.75.
What?
I would
No,
just say that
actually,
mine is 13, even though I don't actually have one.
sorry, I'm wrong. My favorite number is one of the ones that are more like actually common. It's the number E. It's the natural number. It shows up in nature. It's beautiful. It's the golden ratio. It's everything else.
That's even worse.
See,
Definitely.
Max, I didn't know that 8 is lucky in Chinese culture. I had no idea. I just like the number 8 for reasons I cannot explain. Anne Marie's favorite number is 21. Nice, not bad. Okay, so how did we do? I did not finish reading I finished reading one chapter and started the next one this time.
I started explaining to Max their birth chart. I haven't finished that yet.
Nice.
So this was really productive for you, Merritt.
I didn't know it was Camp Nano. I didn't even know we were writing today. I
I
signed
planned
up to
on
be
it.
here and just kind of was going to wing it no matter what. So
Yeah.
this has been fun for me.
I appreciate that y'all don't ask what I'm doing on my live shows. You're just like, oh, whatever Margaret's doing, we'll do. We'll go
I
for it.
assumed it was going to be like a
yeah.
reading sprint or something. And then I was like, oh, it's writing? Yeah.
Oh, no matter what, I was going to play Elder Scrolls Online. Once I got back, I was like, I'm too tired to write. I'm too tired to write.
See, Margaret, you're gonna be upset because I was planning on running back to my room and grabbing the sequel to Darker Shade of Magic and starting to read that. I don't
Reading
remember what the
Sprints will
book
be
is.
back in May.
Remind me to disappear by May.
Don't wait until May. Pick it up.
Well, so here's the issue. I did Reading Sprints last week, and then we've got live shows every Friday for BookTube Veda. So, and when I would normally do Reading Sprints on my channel, which is the 3rd week, that's when I'm doing my live show. So you can, VJ, you can come and watch torture people.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time. My sister torturing people? That's like what I'm into.
It's gonna be
I
so
mean,
much.
you look like you're right now, so it sounds about right.
Yo-ho!
Oh,
Brother.
man.
Aye. So I need more practice for D&D whenever we actually start doing that again.
What
So
kind of character do you play? I'm very intrigued. I'll ask that later.
Huh?
you play a
No.
pirate in D&D?
I play literally Klaus Stornebecker in D&D in one version of it.
I mean,
I'm playing Inigo Montoya, so
Solid.
That's not bad. That was a good choice.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
All right. Did anyone in the chat actually get any writing done, or are y'all just hanging out with us? Or reading, for those of you that were reading. Are y'all just hanging out? We will be back, or I will be back. I don't know if everyone involved today will be back next week for more writing sprints, in which maybe I will actually do some writing instead of just reading my book.
Maybe I'll actually do something that's productive with my time. Who knows? I certainly don't.
Mm,
Yeah,
I mean-
it's been a whole thing.
you told me my
It's
natal
the
chart is
ADHD
changing. I'm going to
fixation,
struggle,
you know?
so it's fine. I'm just gonna blame all of my problems on the fact that I was born.
I think everyone could say that, actually.
Kind
All
of
of
an
our
easy
problems
thing
are
to
based
do.
on the fact that we were born.
I was born, and that's when the trouble started. That's a good first line for a book.
I feel like my trouble started
That's
before
like a
I
middle
was
grade
actually born.
opener.
I feel like it could also, like, it could be in middle grade, or it could also be one of those, like, Harry Dresden-esque where you have this world weary adult who's just like over it. They're just like, I was born, and that's when the trouble started. I can see James
I
Marsters
imagine that.
line.
I imagine that as one of those books that you find out at the end that they're actually dead the whole time.
Died.
That sounds about right.
You would really have to torture that character, wouldn't you?
Oh, for sure.
What?
It's
Oh,
like-
one. Woe is me. Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
Fuck them up. Anyways, all right. Not that anyone really will get this reference, but Max is like literally Octavia in the 100. Yeah, exactly. She was born, and that's what started all of the trouble. At least
dear.
for her family. All right, so do y'all have any pluggables to plug before we go?
Well, I just posted a video while we were on this video about well, I decided because I always have video games in the background of my videos, and I'm like, well, I never talk about how bad I am at video games. I just have them in the background of my video. So I'm playing Skyrim on legendary mode just to prove what a disaster I am.
Oh no, I don't think anyone.
So hold on. Legendary mode is the highest mode, yes?
Yeah, it's the hardest one.
So here's the thing.
It's a Bethesda game. It's gonna be wrong.
That's
And
not
unfair
really
and
going to make
buggy,
me think you're terrible at the game if you were having a hard time on Legendary. If you were playing easy mode and just absolutely
Yeah, but anyone can play easy mode. Briar could play easy mode.
But can anyone fail easy mode?
Briar.
Briar can do everything.
I would
Yeah,
love
she
to
is a
see
very-
a dog play a video game.
Next video.
Dog can do all
If anyone
things
can
through
do it, it would be
Briar.
Briar. BJ, you need to help me convince the parents to get a new dog.
But anyway,
Oh.
yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So if you want to watch
I'll move
me
first.
die during the tutorial,
Honestly, I would love to do that myself because I feel like I would also do the same.
it's really
Only
fun.
because
You
I've
should
never
try
played
it.
that game.
Okay, well then maybe play
It's
it on
alright.
like
No,
No.
I want to fail epically, okay?
okay. Yeah,
The last game I played was Animal Crossing, and prior to that, I was trying to 100% DK64 for no reason.
Oh man. Girls like, what's the
You know
point of
how,
Halo if you're not playing on Legendary?
You know how like every story in story mode has like an easy beginning fight to teach you how to fight?
Mm-hmm.
Like just something really easy. The fucking NPC who's just like a guard took me out with one hit. I was like,
To be fair, that's kind of how it would work.
that's what I said. I was like, this is as difficult as killing a real person.
Ah,
You gotta
yes,
be
'cause you have to make
careful.
it really realistic.
It was just like slashing at the guy, and I'm getting tired, and it's taking all this effort. I'm like, oh my god.
I just put Christine's and Margaret's charts on top of each other, and oh boy.
Do they
I can tell
balance
you
out?
your compatibility.
What does that mean? What?
Oh, it looks like a hot mess because there's just things everywhere. But if I actually take the time to look at it, I could tell you your compatibility as friends.
Okay, go.
I need to like give it a second so I can actually look
Merritt's
into it.
like,
I'll send it in the-
I need more than just like
Yeah.
30 seconds.
I can send it in
I
the
don't-
group chat.
I don't doubt it because like we get along pretty well, I think.
Ben and I have some of the same aspects, so
Nice.
that's always an interesting one. I don't
Hmm.
know how much you two have though. That's
So
also
I don't
usually
know
a
if
good thing.
Let's
That's also
Like,
usually a what
which
now?
you-
A
Which
good thing.
two
You
have-
want them to be either opposite or exactly the same, like within
Hmm.
5 degrees of one another.
which people are we discussing this time?
Just
I'm
in
so-
general, but you two,
Oh, okay.
I think, have a couple of opposites. We have a lot within 10 degrees of one another, which is interesting.
Interesting. Anyways, yeah, I'm not sure if it was
Slowly
exactly
working
8
through stuff.
because again, we cannot find my birth certificate, but it was around that time.
Yeah,
So-
if yours is even
Yeah.
remotely, like, I would say, like, within an hour of that, your
Mhm.
houses could all shift and you could have some interceptions.
You know how I
Oh,
know I was 7:28 p.m.? Not because I've ever seen my birth certificate, but every morning on June 7th, I get a call from my mom recounting the entire story of my birth.
At 7:28 a.m.
Oh, the night of June 6th, your father and I went out for wings. She's not Irish, but and
Mine
those
is like-
spicy wings sent me right into labor.
So, I want, real quick, does your mother put on the Irish accent to recount her stories, or do you do that just to like provide
Yep.
some familial?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I was-
I want you to get the
It was
kind
like
of
the
like I want you to feel the sappiness leaking through the imaginary
showboatiness.
tone.
Gotcha.
I will
You should
see if
just
I
go-
can't get
go for
an updated
Minnesota.
birth certificate, Merit, so that you can
Huh?
have the exact. I said I'll see if I can get an updated birth certificate. Because when I was looking
Just
at
for
it, like, at
Merit.
least- just for Merit, I need it. The main signs when I was looking,
Mhm.
like between 8 and noon, they didn't change at all.
Oh, for sure. Like the big thing is going to be your moon and rising, and then some of where like the degrees for the houses are.
Yeah.
It might not change. You never know. For me, if
Yeah.
I was born like an hour earlier, my whole chart shifts. But I know when I was born only because my mom went into labor and had me within like an hour or two. But my cousin was like a month late, and my aunt had gotten a phone
Your cousin was a month late?
call from my dad being like, oh, she's second kid, and my aunt was on her first. She got so competitive that she induced labor to try to beat me. And then still wound up having the kid the day after. So my cousin Christopher was born at like 1 a.m. or something like that. And I was
That's
born at like
funny.
9 at night.
That's
So it's a
funny.
huge competitive thing.
We should do
Yeah.
Cassie and Briars.
No, we did
Dogs, yeah.
BJ and I did a video where I react to my star chart 2 years ago, was it? Was it 2 years ago?
About? Had to be.
About-
At least.
It was two 12 days of births ago. And it was just basically me being, okay, this is weird. Do I do this? The entire video.
I
So,
sent Max
okay.
a message being like, hey, you might struggle with these things. And they're like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Bro, do you have anything going on with the anechoic chamber?
We posted a new video. We're going through a couple of things on a paper about quantum trajectory theory, basically how you can use an ensemble theory in the way you'd say it's like, no, instead of like looking at like a whole bunch of things and just looking at the past, you can predict the one single particle. It's actually pretty cool, but also technical. So I'll leave it for the video.
You lost me like a whole minute ago.
I wasn't even
I need-
talking for a minute.
I know. I need to go watch your videos, but they're so long.
They are kind of long. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
love you.
getting better. I'm getting better.
They are so long. Like, I'd rather have 3 1-hour podcasts of just that topic than 1 3-hour.
True, but it is hard to like, I don't know, break it up into different episodes, and I hate it. But also, we're
Robert
working on it.
Evans can do it with some of the juiciest, most salacious historical facts you've ever seen. You can do it.
I mean, no, telling the story of a person's life is very different than science. Sadly, I don't need any context to understand. Oh, Stalin, no, excuse me, Saddam wrote erotic novels. Nice. That anecdote is like perfect anyway.
Really
You could
weird
go-
ones.
Yeah.
Really weird. Okay, anyways, but we're
Look,
not going to get into
You
that.
get tired of being a dictator. It's fine. I understand.
I'm so tired. I am too tired for this train of thought. Like,
I think my favorite was at the beginning when I found out that Stalin would DJ for his friends. Like, what?
Get them drunk.
I have lost the original plot of the movie. What is happening?
right? I'm like, mm-mm.
We're both, me and my sister are
Alright,
both
you
big fans
plot
of a
of the
podcast
movie.
called Behind the Bastards with Robert
Hmm.
Evans.
And
with
those are the
Guy
first 2 episodes. It's like, the first episode is Stalin the DJ, and then it's Saddam Hussein's erotic novels, and then it's like, or maybe it's Hitler and then Saddam, but then it's like Hitler's
don't forget
obsession
Hitler.
with YA series. Like
Guys,
90,
we did it.
not 90%. A lot of his theory was based on like some German authored Western series that some dude did.
Yeah, he loved the way that America destroyed its indigenous population.
Yes,
that was his
he
whole
absolutely
motivation.
adored it.
We got to Hitler, guys. We did it. We did the internet thing.
So, anyways,
But then you went and saved the world from him. Definitely wasn't
yeah.
Russia.
I know enough about history by now to know that if it hadn't been Germany, it would have been somebody else. Like they just
Italy
basically
was there.
used. Yeah, well, because fascism was on the rise everywhere.
Yeah,
And we've had
Yeah.
anti-Semitism since basically the Dark Ages. So, like, that combination could have risen in any country. We're just
Fascism is
looking.
licensing your pets. Every time you license a pet, you're committing an act of fascism. Don't license your pets.
License? What?
Yeah, do not pay your municipal government a dog licensing fee and tell them what kind of dog you have and whether or not it's altered.
It sounds real Canada right now.
Is this Munich in 1935? Absolutely not.
Oh dear.
Next thing you know, there's going to be a beer putsch.
The government has no right to know my dog's genitals.
Yeah, but they
Would
give you
charge
a
you for them?
discount on rabies if they know. The rabies vaccine.
Rabies. Fucking, I hope everyone else's dogs get rabies and mine don't. Kidding.
That's why you vaccinate against it. But see,
Oh, we
listen,
don't get a
lot of
discount
money
on
for
rabies here.
17.
We don't
See,
get a
we
discount
did-
on rabies, but they like help you find your dog if it gets lost. Do you want to know where my dog is right now? Lying on my foot. She can't get lost. She follows me to the toilet.
Briar or
Not
Cass?
every dog.
Cassie.
Cassie, that would be.
Briar
Anyways,
doesn't-
okay. Let us end this live show.
Don't license your dogs.
That's Christine's news
Don't
Make
Your
the
dog.
informed decision
Don't neuter
that
your
you
dog.
and
Don't
your vet
neuter-
agree is
No.
best for your dog.
No. Goodness, don't listen to your vet. Jesus Christ, Margaret. Well, who are you?
Spay and neuter your pets, kids.
Don't do it. They'll die at 5 of being ugly.
Christine, Lucy made it to 12.
When did you spay her? How old was she?
We spayed her before her first heat.
Yeah. She was very spayed.
That's what what I read at that point was saying to do is do it before the first heat because it was going to avoid this problem, blah, blah, blah. I don't think they knew a lot
Picture
of
me
what.
as Kermit. Just picture me as Kermit.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I wouldn't do that again just because I have like kind of dug into some of the research.
Yeah.
So we would wait until if I got a female dog, I'd wait until she'd gotten through at least a couple heats. So
You want that? You don't want like you want puberty, but like
Yeah,
can
you want
have-
puberty, Okay,
Yeah. Beautiful.
what would you
pastrami
take
man.
out a
Come on.
13-year-old's uterus? No.
No, but we used to take out 13-year-old balls so that they would sing good. It's utility.
You would take out a 13-year-old boy's balls?
I mean, they used to. Yes, they used to. Like castrati. Yeah. Also, history, society used to be terrible.
Maybe we shouldn't base the historical torture of children or mutilation of children on how we live our lives
I'm
now.
just saying, if you wanted a child to grow healthily to maturity, would you remove their sexual organs before puberty?
And that makes
You
sense to me.
You would not.
That makes sense to me.
I don't know. Eunuchs live a long time.
Okay, and I'm sure usually they're not happy about what happened to them. Okay?
Are you volunteering to be one?
Yeah,
Caesar?
like
I mean, once I get use out of them, maybe.
anyway,
I was about to say, I'm like, I think you're
your dog. Don't stay into your
Not
dog.
really the person in question that's being discussed.
Aren't you so happy that I'm here to derail like these conversations?
I mean, I
Don't
would have done it
vaccinate for
anyway. It
kennel
wouldn't
cough.
happen no matter what.
Okay, I think we should end this live show. We're talking about balls. Great. Thank you, everyone who joined us for this madness. I hope it was entertaining at least. That is it for now, my friends. Happy writing, and I will see you later where we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things.